One, two, three. So while they are coming down, Chris Figas, local group Gdańsk, I have a question to Milutin. What is your favorite bird fact?
My favorite bird fact is that penguins cannot distinguish genders, which is why there's gay penguins.
I don't see fingers, guys. Help me. Okay, we'll go with one delegate over there.
Hello, my name is Angelia, LJ Novi Sad. I'm sorry. Okay. My question is for Ekin. So I've been a part of AQC for the last year and this year also. And since AQC is not doing anything right now, when do we plan to start doing all these amazing things that EQC in theory does?
Yes, thank you for question. So for last month, I was dealing with organizing alumni meeting, and it was a priority, so I didn't have time to actually start some stuff. And before that, unfortunately, I got my handover really late, like fully late. So starting a thing was kind of hard to do at the point. And after the CM, like after next week, we will actually start everything because alumni meeting stuffs are done right now. And now I can actually focus on EQC as a later.
Okay, before we go to the next question, I'll just ask you guys to pay attention, don't be on your phones, and also don't talk too much. Thank you.
Hello, Emir Mut from LG İstanbul Yıldız. My question is for Ekin as well. By the way, thanks for your presentation. As you stated in your presentation, last year, I think we did a quite well jobs, like Esther organized event organizations, Kulay organized a round table with previous EQC leader, and I believe EQC has a lot to offer esteemers. So, do you have any new topics or like new event concepts in EQC to deliver esteemers, other than you presented in your presentation?
Okay, so actually, in my mandate over plan view, I said I want to work with AC so we can actually analyze some stuff at the events and focus on the new trainings and new training opportunities and make them more accessible. I can say like right now like there's a new event, but we are gonna work on it with like if AC helps us, of course. Yeah, we will try to analyze more stuff, not only event reports and like the mandatory form, but in general with the regional coordinators and everything. Yeah.
Yes, you can get the mic over there.
Zeynep Aksakal from Ezyan Karabilkent. I was going to ask whether you would really actually consider having a CM this fall.
Well, let me ask my boardies. Do you want to have CM? Well, I'm okay with that, but if they are not, nothing to do with it, unfortunately. So ask the person next to you and the delegates.
Would you want a CM?
No, I don't want it. Yeah, she doesn't want it, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You can hand over the mic over there. Thank you.
Eren from LG İstanbul Boğaziçi. My question is for Sebastian. I was wondering how many, you told us that you were active in Central Esteem for 3 months now. I was wondering how many CMs you've been to as an extra place or a delegate since the start of your Esteem journey. Thank you.
Yeah, so I've not been active in Central quite a lot, but I've been somehow, like didn't have like an official position, but I was at 3 events, 3 CMs before this one, so this is my 4th. So that's why I felt like, yeah, I mean 3 before, so this is my 4th.
Okay, that was all for the question time we have today. Thank you. Thank you, Sebastian and Ekin. Yep. We will now go back to the agenda point from yesterday. It is agenda point 43, the elections, because we have an applicant for brain trainer. And with that being said, I invite Hussein on the stage.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Hussein. I'm from LG Istanbul ITU, and it's my 3rd year in STEAM. I started in 2022, which is the starting of my university. I have been a VP of HR in my LG last year, and it's in 2 years, yeah. I think it's 2 years. For 2 years, I've been feedback responsible in Activity Week team, in centralized team. And yeah, I will talk about it more detailed. Can you scroll down, please? About my journey in STEAM, I started in 2022, as I said. I've been a local body in that year as VP of HR, and then I went to board training events, which developed me a lot about what is it to be like a board. And then I entered Activity Week team as feedback responsible 2 years ago again. And then we organized IDDCOM Europe 3D events. Can you scroll down? And then I attended CM Aveiro as an applicant for leadership again. And we organized Auvergne and Munich LXIX in Istanbul ITU. And then we had a local GA. And right now I'm here. Today I'm going to represent you my application for brain trainer leadership. First, I want to start talking about what is Brain Trainer. Brain Trainer is an event which provides opportunities to develop soft skills through training-based events. Yeah, basically it's that. So I'm going to talk about right now. Can you scroll down? Why I chose to be an applicant for a Brain Trainer and why you should vote on me. Okay, I have a control. First, I want to talk about why Brain Trainer, because I think Brain Trainer is a service that has a lot of potential to put value to our network, which is like, yeah, I will talk about it. Practical and engaging learning methodology is a great way to develop your skills, and I think we could engage this to Brain Trainer events more. And impactful contribution to personal development. I mean, as I thought, you are having training sessions in those events to develop your soft skills, which is, I think, so helpful. And aligning with STEAM's values, which is the most important one, is striving for development. It's like the definition of this event. And why me? Because I think I'm a committed STEAmer, And I have a central background for like 2 years. I know about the central structure, and I don't think that I will have a lot of issues about having the communication through the leaders, which would help really help us to have collaborations. And yeah, event organization experience. In my local group, I organized like 3 events and 3 offline events. We had some online events too. It's totally 5, I guess. Yeah. And without making it so long, I want to talk about my goals. First, I want to save this service right now. I can do this by strong communication with trainers committee, and with this collaboration, we could improve the sessions, and we could do some gamification or some workshops in the events, which would really be helpful for brain trainer service, I guess. And strong communication with past leaders would be really good, because I have some knowledge gap right now for this service, as you might guess, because I wasn't in the team. So strong communication would really be helpful for me, and then creative concepts for events would really make people to apply there. And I want to have at least 1 offline event, and I'm thinking about some online events, but first I should talk with some people to have input about that. And to increase visibility, it's for the applications, because it's a problem for brain trainer. People don't want to organize it, local boards, and also when they organize it, there are not a lot of applications, so new PR strategies can be developed with the collaboration with PRC, and we can increase the visibility. That would help, I guess. That's the solution I could find right now. And to ensure the sustainability, I think it's the most important part of this goal part, because yeah, that's the base of everything. A strong team is important, because when you have a strong team, you have good leaders who knows about how things work in the team, how the service works. So having a strong team is really important, and an efficient handover is really important, because thanks to that, they could organize stuff really easier. And a feedback culture, it's really important, because when you have the feedback culture, you know where you are doing wrong and where you are doing right, what you should repeat, what you shouldn't repeat, and it's really helpful. And also another goal is to encourage participation about this event, which I talked in the first goal of mine. I will offer LG's clear support with the concept and the agenda with my team. I don't have a team right now, but I will have a team. And
Zain, sorry, I'm going to ask you to wrap it up a little, okay? Because the time
it's the
is
last
out.
slide. What?
Okay.
Okay. I will encourage LGs to organize this event, and I will approach some LGs to organize this event. I will create some new PR strategies with collaboration with PRC, and I think that would really be helpful for people to apply for those events. And thank you.
Thank you, Hussein. Now we have the question time. Question over there. And then we're going to get the mic. Is the mic with you? Okay, for Adrian.
Hello, Emir Mut from LG İstanbul Yıldız. Firstly, congrats on your application. You applied for activity with leadership in CM Aveiro, and now you're applying for brain trainer, and I think it's kind of a sharp transition. So I'm wondering how you end up here applying for brain trainer, especially in nearly half mandate.
Yeah, thank you for that question. I would like to explain it in the presentation, but I didn't have time. I applied for Activity Week. I was in the Activity Week team, and I really loved the concept of Activity Week. That's why I applied. Right now, I'm applying because I think the concept of brain trainer is also so interesting. Because I mean, you are having training sessions through an event to develop some certain soft skills, which is the concept of this event. And yeah, it's really interesting for me, and I don't think this service to get close, because I think it adds value to our network, and I also think that I want to go forward in centralized team. I was already planning to apply for leadership again, and yeah, this was I think I couldn't translate the word. Yeah, I think this service adds value to our network, and I'm committed to centralized team, and yeah, that's the answer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hussein. Just try to keep it a bit shorter because we have a lot of questions, okay? Thank you. Adrian.
Hello, this is Adrian Bösel, LG Munich. Thanks for your application, Hussein. My question is the following. If we look at how the brain trainer service performed in the past and the failed events that we saw, I feel that the whole service itself has a problem of value proposition and the events that we are doing. In your application, I didn't see much about innovation, how brain trainer could work in the future. It sounded more like you tried to pick it up from where it's now and then do a little more PR, talk a little more to people and just hope it works. Is this really what you want to do, or is there a greater vision that we just didn't see in your presentation yet?
Could you repeat the last part?
Basically, do you just want to keep running the service the way that it has been run in the past, or do you have a greater vision that we have not seen in this presentation yet?
I mean, I'm aware that there are some problems with the service, so I don't want to run it as it's run. But as I told, I have a knowledge gap about this service right now. But I am willing to learn more about, and I am already in touch with the previous leader, Ata, and I'm gonna talk with Gülce too. I will. How can I say it? I don't know if it's the right phrase, but I will learn from the mistakes that has been done and will try to improve it the best way I could. And I want to ensure the sustainability of this development with my team and the next leader.
Okay, there is a comment over there, and Paul, is your question quick? Is it not going to be too much for elaboration? No? Okay, what about you, Chris? Okay, then do the comment and one question, and everyone else can sit. Thank you, guys.
Emir Mutlu, Meldi İstanbul Yıldız. You said you have a knowledge gap, and how do you think that you can contribute and fill the cancelled event gaps with non-existing knowledge?
Yeah, you're right. But I think the important part is the motivation. I see myself motivated and willing to improve this service. The knowledge gap is not that big. I wasn't in the team. That's what I think could create some problem, because I don't exactly know how things work with the service, but I think it's something that I could learn as long as I'm motivated to learn this.
We go with Chris. A quick question.
Chris Figas, local group Gdańsk. Congratulations on your applications and for the courage to step up in face of closing the entity. My question to you would be, assuming you become a leader, what would be like a topic of brain trainer that you would like to focus on? Like, is there a certain area of soft skills that you see is in a bigger need in a team?
Well, I thought about it since yesterday. I'm thinking about some topics. I don't know, maybe we could have some brain trainer events about leadership or some stuff like this, but I cannot give a certain answer right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Hussein. That was all for the question time. Sorry, you can always use the Google Chats and ask there.
Yeah, you can ask in the Google Chats. I would check.
Thank you, Hussein. Now I'm going to open the agenda point 50, voting session 2, and I call voting committee on the stage. Oh, sorry, we have a technical microphone. If we can do it a bit faster, thank you. No.
Thank you. Hello, Miriam from LG Lyon. I would like to raise a motion for all LGs who came late to
Can you speak up, please?
I would like to raise a motion for all LGs who came late today to regain their voting rights. I have a few arguments to support our case. First of all, I'm talking in the name of LG Lyon, but I think it's safe to talk in the name of every LG that it was not intentional. For our case, our Uber came 15 minutes late. I'm not trying to make excuses. We take complete accountability for being late. It wasn't. It was really out of our hands. Secondly, we were on time the whole week, so it emphasizes the fact that it was not intentional. Thirdly, we were not aware that today the quorum would not be the normal quorum and that it would be shortened. I'm not questioning the fact that we should have been here at 9 a.m. sharp. I'm just saying that in normal conditions, we might or might not have gotten away with it potentially. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I think that a certain LG kept their voting rights even after the last call. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, we didn't miss much. We only missed the first part of electing the chairman, chairwoman. And also I would like to add that we were present for every single voting presentation, so we have every argument in mind, which brings me to the last point, which is I think everybody can agree on the fact that we are taking some pretty important decisions today, and in the name of democracy, it would be a shame to lose 5 valuable voices. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Lucia has a comment on that.
Okay, this is a nice opportunity to share in general some things from our perspective, what has been going on, which will serve to you as some bit of an explanation. Firstly, we are checking, first of all, if it's possible. Second of all, I would like to say some things about that. Regardless how long the quorum is, General Assembly starts at 9. That's the first thing. For the thing you said about the local group keeping the vote, it was a mistake from my side. They were here on last call. I just didn't tick the box, so everything is fair. Now, for some things, I would like to remind you, I know we saw the comments and the questions regarding the energizers, the technical difficulties, but I would like to appeal to your patience and a bit of empathy. We yesterday lost a chairperson, everything we planned. There were supposed to be this morning 2 amendments that were withdrawn when General Assembly started, which is the reason why we had to make such a short quorum to, again, of course, appeal to the people who wanted to make amendments. So I would ask you maybe ask clarifying questions before going rough on us, because the 6 of us, it's been a very difficult week, especially yesterday. So it's been a very, very, very difficult week for the 6 of us, especially last evening, and we're trying our best, so please.
A question there from Thomas.
Adrian, our Vice President of Finance, he checked whether it's possible. It could be possible, but we would have to enlist all votes again. So I myself would then propose that we take a vote on this if this is something that everyone wants. Motion of order to see if the Council wants to do the quorum again, meaning enlistment of votes. So, voting committee, I would ask you to please do that first.
So, as you will listen, if this motion is approved, basically...
Yes.
Eric Victor Pemejasiński, local group Gothenburg, but the enlistment would take like 2 minutes because everyone would be very fast and just raise their hands, right? So that is clear. Okay.
So guys, if this motion is approved,
Sorry, may I interrupt? I had a question, but then suddenly I got the mic.
Okay, yes, you can ask the question,
Okay.
sir.
Thomas de Vouw, LG Eindhoven. Personally, I don't see a reason to vote for this motion. I think your Uber not being on time is not a reason to be late for the General Assembly. If you're taking an Uber, make sure you count in the time, like you're taking a risk that the Uber will not be there on time, so you should just book it on time. Breakfast is served from 8, there's no if you want to be here last minute, then it's your choice, but it's also your risk of losing your vote. I think if we approve on this vote, then where are we gonna set the limit of giving votes back? So that's my opinion. I don't know if you want to comment on it, but I'm against this.
You can go. Oh, a 2? Okay, yes, a comment.
Miriam from LG Lyon again. As I said earlier, it's not an excuse that our Uber is late. I completely agree with you. I just gave more context to why we should be excused this time. I said that we're taking really important decisions. It's no excuse. We take complete accountability for being late. It's not okay. We should have been here at 9 a.m. But given the whole context and given that today we have a voting session, if it happened yesterday, I don't think I would have raised this motion. It's really about the context.
Okay, thank you. Now we can proceed.
So guys, like you word, if this motion is approved, then we will do the quorum once again.
We don't have any more question time. I'm sorry. Moving on. Yep.
Once again, if this motion is approved, then the quorum will be done once again, and the votes from those local groups that came late will have the right to vote on this day. But if the motion, so raise your green sheet if you want this motion to be approved. Raise your yellow sheet if you want this motion, if your opinion is absence, and raise your red sheet if you want this motion to be rejected. So the motion is declined, so there's no right to vote for the people that came late. So now, talking about important things like voting once again. We will have to present you once again how to vote in STEM. So the voting will be, again, in election body. Each voting delegate will receive an email, same thing as the last time. This time the voting schedule starts at 12 and ends at 14 and 30, okay? So you already know this, you did the first time, so you know how to do the second time. It's important that if you don't see the email, go check the spam. And also, what will we vote today? On the closing of the topical strategy recruitment of EAM students, proposal for topical strategy, HR topical strategy, board proposal changes to the STEAM dashboard, Brainton leader, approval of the STEAM budget 2024-2025, and discharge of the 34th board. And the board proposals to the changes of the STEAM dashboard are add new metric to the dashboard, average number of days of the event, add new metric to the dashboard of of new observer local groups, of new guests local groups, of new member local groups stated they want help, and local groups receiving help through personalized support from centralized team. Also, we have of local groups receiving long-term support from entities centralized team, average satisfaction rate from partner student organizations, of partner NGOs, external attending NSTEAM events, of monetary corporate partners, of monetary institutional partners, of grants also. And yeah, that's it.
Yes, and how it's going to work? How it's going to work? Same time as last time. So yes for being in favor.
Hi, Adrian from Karlsruhe. Please forgive me. I would like to raise a motion of order to move 2 voting topics to another voting session tomorrow, if that is possible. This is for 1, the IEM strategy, and for 2, the brain train application.
Wait, to clarify, you want to have 2 different voting sessions, or one the report voting session fully tomorrow? Are you raising a motion right now?
Yes, motion of order to postpone specific
Can I make a
votings.
statement? Okay, then I will make the statement that every election is costing us 30 euros, and so quite some technicalities to do every time, so just take this into account before voting.
Can I answer to that? I feel like...
Wait, sorry. And it requires also a lot of change in the agenda point and so on.
Yes, it is messed up, but voting too quickly in CM Aveiro about this strategy is how we ended up here. So please, let's discuss and have delegates take a good and well-qualified decision on something that is going to impact the next 3 years.
So we will vote on this motion of order to move the proposal of the closing of tropical strategy on recruiting of IEM students and the election of brain trainer leader to a voting session tomorrow. In favor, green ones, against, red ones, and yellows for blanks. Please raise your voting sheets. High up. I got 12 in favor. You can add green ones. Or what? What did you get? I counted the green ones. Okay, but always that. I didn't get the picture. The motion of order is not accepted. So we'll continue with this agenda on the voting session during the next 2.5 hours. Okay, about the procedure once again. So yes, yes in favor, no against, and abstain for blanks. And yes, once again, is this filled correctly? No, is this filled correctly? Yes, so choose one option in each question. It is mandatory. Okay, and voting on applications, the procedure is a bit different, or elections. So the procedure goes something like this, that the count of the first, you set the priority of your votes, and then we'll continue through this cycle once we, until we get the majority for some option there. And we always eliminate the least votes for the candidate. We have only one person applying, so this is pretty straightforward. So yes, but do you understand this? Yes. Nice. Okay. And yes, it's important to choose one option for each question. And if it's
sorry,
in...
we have a comment there. Is it a comment or a question? Okay, then it's a 1. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Ask.
So when the candidate haven't got the majority, does the just the second votes of everybody's count or the eliminated ones? So
can you repeat?
When we get into the second part, I mean, it's does the we count all of the applicants' second votes, or just the eliminated ones?
Can you rephrase it so I can understand it? I didn't quite get it.
I mean...
So when you're voting with this preferential system, you will class the first one you want and then the second one. And then the system will calculate how many person choose the first one and then second one, and it will be elected through this process. So you first put the first one and second one that you want. So is this more clear now?
I mean, it's not bad. I will ask in person afterwards then.
Okay, and please your name and local group.
Osman Emin from Istanbul ITU.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Moving on.
Moving on. Yes. Okay, and that's it. Basically the same as yesterday, but with slight differences on the election side. And it will be finished at 14:30, and it cannot be changed afterwards, so make it before that. All right.
Sorry to interrupt. I just need people over there to be quiet. Okay?
Yeah, please pay attention because you are going to vote, so you need to know how to vote, okay? So, is there any questions? I don't know if there's question time. Okay.
Okay. I think we had enough questions. Thank you. Then I will close the agenda point 50 and open the agenda point 51 as Team Fair, and I call the organizers on the stage.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I hope you are enjoying it, but two announcements really important. We have 13 minutes, 1 hour just to eat because it takes a little bit time today in the GA, so please, we encourage you to make it quick. Don't, if you finish it, try to eat fast because the agenda and the schedule is really short. And on the second side, in the next company fair and STEAM fair, we have 4 company sponsors. So we encourage you to try at least to go there, to talk with them, because it's one of the most important part of the financial status of the CM. So I hope you at least enjoying it. Thank you.
I will reopen the agenda. Oh, sorry. Technical.
Actually, it's a clarification, sorry. Lunch is going to be at the same place as every time, so no change. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I will reopen the agenda point 50, close the agenda point 51. And we are going to have a little announcement from Adrian.
This time the voting session will be a bit longer, so please pay attention that you actually submit your ballot and that you will all vote, because that's why we are here. And also I will ask all the delegates that change their voting delegates report to me to change their email addresses, otherwise it will be sent to the old one. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian. And also we have another announcement from Lucia.
So while we're on the topic of the STEAM fair, afterwards it's working groups and training sessions. So same process as every day. Look at the distribution sheet, and the room numbers will be sent in the announcement channel, as well as attendance sheets printed and brought to you guys. So same procedure as every day.
Technical.
Emir Mutlu Merci İstanbul Yıldız. I want to address something that I've observed recently, especially for the delegates to vote. Please, guys, gather your local group members together and please decide upon that, like with discussing. And because currently we are voting upon really important things, and all of the LG members has rights, so please do it with your local group.
Okay, and now I invite on the stage Eric for the Esteem trading cards.
Well, heyo, Eric Victor Pymy-Jashiński, local group Gothenburg. Just a quick announcement that the Esteem trading card game will be distributed now at the Esteem fair. I also wanted to take some time, 2 sentences, to share that it was 3 years ago on this very stage that the Esteem trading card game started. And after 6 editions and 700 Esteemers who got their cards, over 60,000 cards printed, a lot of trees cut down as well. I just wanted to share with you this achievement. It really feels awesome to come so far. So thank you guys very much. But it is the sad announcement that this is most likely the last edition of the Steam trading card game, because I cannot be around forever. So had to say that. Unless there is someone that would like to step up and create these cards after me. The work is not that long. I would say it takes 20 minutes on average per month, average over the year. So if you are interested, hit me up during the Steam Fair. See you there.
Thank you, Eric. Now we're going for the lunch break, and don't forget to vote during the lunch break. Another announcement.